Good morning, good evening, whatever time it is you're watching. Hello, my darlings. My name is Paulina, as you probably can tell from my YouTube handle. I am gonna review a lot of new Arabian perfumes that I just got delivered. All of them you can find in Royal's perfume shop, and they have great prices. They are European Union based, so check them out. You guys know I've been working with them for a while now, and I started as a customer, so our relationship is a little bit funny, but in a good way, in a good way. Basically, they offer me to review their fragrances with no strings attached. I can choose whatever I want, but they also want me to review certain fragrances that they feel like I might enjoy. So let's jump into it. So the first fragrance that I actually didn't receive from them, but it's on their website as well, of course, I will link everything below, is the newest Khadlaj, and this is Le Prestige Royal, and this is the newest from the Le Prestige collection. And long story short, guys, this is Hibiscus Mahajad dupe. This is a very well done Hibiscus Mahajad dupe. It's extremely expensive smelling. I feel like it's smoother and a little bit less fruity than Hibiscus Mahajad, but still you get 98% of a cologne here. The longevity is amazing. You get 9+ hours with it, with moderate plus projection. You guys already know I love the red one, which is the, I think, Bold, which used to be a dupe for Blue Heart from Tamine, but many people in the comments tell me that they reformulated it and now it's a dupe for Baccarat Rouge Extrait, which is very weird. But I still have the one that's the Tamine Blue Heart dupe, and I love it so much. So this is another one that I got, and this is citruses, lush florals, aromatic spices, musk, and amber. And again, this is Hibiscus Mahajad dupe. Straightforward review. Yeah, just smoother. To me, it's smoother. It's not as fruity. With the other dupes that I have, one is super fruity oriented from Maison Asrar. Then we have from Fragrance World, Artisan Collection, Hibiscus Magic, which is like 1-to-1 dupe. This, to me, is like a smoother, more subdued version of Hibiscus Mahajad, but still a powerhouse, absolutely beautiful. So if you are in a market for Hibiscus Mahajad for much less money, then this is another one that I highly recommend, especially if you want something a bit more refined and a little bit less fruity than the other dupes are. So that's a beautiful clone from Khadlaj. I love it. Again, this one I purchased with my own money. So yeah. Next fragrance that Royal's Perfumes actually sent me, I did have a sample of it. I did say my initial thoughts on it in one of my Arabian hauls, and that is from Paris Corner. This is the newest Taskeen Caramel Cascade, and this is how it looks. And this is pretty much a dupe for Bianco Latte. Easy as that. Giardini di Toscana Bianco Latte dupe. This contains caramel and milk, tonka bean honey, vanilla, and musk. And as much as I really like it because it's long lasting, it definitely does give you the same vibe as Bianco Latte. The only thing I do not really love is the alcoholic smell in the beginning that lasts for around 5 to 10 minutes, you will get quite a bit of blast of alcohol. Comparing to something like Lattafa Eclaire, I will link it below as well. This one is a bit better, definitely. But this one I think is cheaper. So if you don't mind that slight alcohol blast in the beginning, then you totally can get Caramel Cascade. Both of them are very, very nice. I'm not gonna get rid of either because I don't want to run out of my Bianco Latte anytime soon. And because I love the scent profile so much, I will use these interchangeably. I will mix them, whatever. Is it redundant to have both? Probably yes. So if you want something like smoother from the beginning, then go for the newest Lattafa. But as you can see, my Lattafa already is peeling. See? Right here. Which is not the best. And it's like, yeah, see? It's like, it comes off. The color comes off. So I think in a year's time, it's gonna be all gold. But scent-wise and performance-wise and quality-wise, 10 out of 10. This one, it's also great. I think the bottle is better and it's gonna hold up better with time. It's also less expensive. It's, for me, as I tested it now properly because I have a full bottle, before I only had a sample, I must say they both last pretty much the same. They at least 8 hours on me, pushing 9. And I know as they mature, they will go even further than that. Moderate plus projection, very, very nice Bianco Latte dupe. With that little thing you have to keep in mind, it does smell a little bit of alcohol for the first 5 to 10 minutes. But other than that, it's that same creamy, caramelly, milky, honeyed vanilla that we all love. So if you want a straightforward, beautiful, lactonic, caramelly vanilla, then either or is great. But now that I have them both in full bottle perspective, seeing them, this one from Paris Corner, even though it's cheaper and it does have that alcohol smell in the beginning, the bottle is just better done. It's more sturdy, unfortunately. So, you know, it's just your preference. I feel like they're both very, very nice at this point. The only thing that bugs me here is that slight alcohol smell in the beginning, but it does evaporate, of course, and you're left with what you would be left with in Bianco Latte. So yeah, beautiful Bianco Latte dupe, another one that I really wanted, and I finally have it. It's really, really good. People also compare it to, of course, Eclaire from Lattafa, but also people compare it to J.U.S from PERFUME Roma, which I also do agree with because the scent profile is quite similar. Not exactly the same, but quite similar. Also, if you like fragrances like Escapade Gourmand from Maison Mataha, this is also quite similar. So yeah, in general, great vanilla for great price. This is actually from all the Bianco Latte dupes. I think this one is actually the least expensive. And the bottle is actually the best made. So yeah. Another Taskeen that I really love. I love Taskeen Marina, which is completely different. It's like a tropical fruit bowl with citruses. This one, completely different. This is gourmand of all gourmands. Vanilla, caramel, milk, honey, you name it. It's just so delicious. So if you want to smell like a vanilla custard, then there you go. Performance is really, really good, actually. At least 8 hours. At least 8 hours with moderate plus projection. So that's Paris Corner. So we've done Kajal, Hibiscus Mahajal dupe. We've done both dupes of Bianco Latte. This one I already talked about. This one is new in my collection, but I'm actually surprisingly way more happy with it than I thought I would be from the sample I had. It's from the bottle, it's even less alcoholic than it was in my sample. And the alcohol, even though it's still there, I still smell it in the beginning, evaporates much quicker than I assumed from the sample that I had. So yeah, either or, this one is cheaper, and the bottle, I feel like it's gonna give you less trouble. So yeah, check them both out. They both are available at Royal's Perfume. So there you go. You're welcome. All right. Now, Fragrance World, guys. I have something from Fragrance World that you might really, really enjoy. So in one of my Arabian perfume hauls, I showed you a perfect dupe for Ebene Fume from Tom Ford, and that was Alpha from Fragrance World. And I really love it. It's 1-to-1 dupe. It's perfect. The presentation is exquisite. Just exquisite. The bottle is very heavy though. Okay? It's very, very heavy. So if you want something, I would say this is perfect for a gift. Okay? This is perfect for a gift. Because it's like, you know, all that metal things and all the big box. It's like perfect for a gift if someone loves Tom Ford Ebene Fume, then this is the one to go for. But there's another one from Fragrance World that is 1-to-1 dupe for Ebene Fume from Tom Ford, and it looks pretty much like it. So maybe as much as this one is great for a gift, this one is gonna be perfect for you, for your personal use. And this is again Fragrance World Ebene Fume, and as you can see from the packaging itself, it's very Tom Fordy, isn't it? So let's open it. And I must say, I'm way more drawn to this packaging than this one because it's very heavy, it's very bulky. I still love the scent, but it feels, the packaging itself feels very masculine and very heavy. So again, perfect for gift, but for personal use, I would actually go for this. So with Ebene Fume from Fragrance World, the note structure is exactly the same as it is with Ebene Fume from Tom Ford. So we have a Palo Santo pepper incense oriented fragrance. We have incense, Palo Santo, black pepper, and violet leaf. Then we have some leather, labdanum, cade oil, papyrus, and rose. And in the very base, we've got resins, ebony tree, and gaiac wood. And this is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh yes. And now I'm gonna spray Alpha on the other arm. You know what? I would say they're pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. This one is just a little bit more sweet, which I do also prefer because, of course, I'm a girl. So, fantastic clone for Ebene Fume. And the bottle, come on, guys. Like, I know it's cloning so bad. It's cloning AF. The cloning is cloning. Here they have so much thought put into it, so much creativity, right? For the presentation and all that. But this one is way easier to travel with. This one is way easier for your everyday use. So yeah, I love them both. They smell pretty much the same. This one is a little bit more aromatic, and this one is a little bit more sweet woody. That's how I would differentiate it. They're not exactly the same. Again, this one is a little bit more aromatic, deeper, whereas this one is more like sweet resinous with more Palo Santo and a little bit more sweetness in general, and a bit smoother. So if I were to choose for myself, for my personal use, I will definitely be using this one more. I'll be honest here. They're both exquisite clones. Like, you will not find better ones on the market. But this one, for me personally, I prefer this one. So thank you so much to Royals Perfume for sending me both of them and being able to compare them too. This one, I feel like because it's just more aromatic, there's more of that cade oil, there's more of that sharper woodiness, leans slightly more masculine, and Ebene Fume leans slightly sweeter, slightly smoother, slightly more feminine. But if there was someone like walking past you wearing this and there was another person wearing this, I don't think you would smell the difference in the air. These are just nuances. So basically it only depends on you which bottle you prefer. Again, if I were to gift someone a fragrance that smells like this, I would go for Alpha because the packaging does everything, right? It's so opulent, so luxurious, so heavy, quality top-notch. But if I were to choose something for my personal use, you know, to have at home, to use myself and have fun with it, travel with, then I would go for this version. They're both from the same brand, Fragrance World, but this one is just more cloney. And I feel like with this one, they catered a little bit more towards females, whereas with Alpha, they catered a little bit more towards masculine community. So see, it's like the same note structure, they're cloning the same fragrance, but because of the proportions of the oils they use, this one leans a little bit more like aromatic, sharp, woody, masculine, whereas this one is smoother, sweeter, more like Palo Santo. So I love this one more personally. I love this one more. But this is your personal choice, what you prefer. Both are 10 out of 10. They both have my stamp of approval, no matter which one you get. But me as a girl, for my personal use, I would choose this one, Ebene Fume. Okay, so that's that. Here you have the comparison one-to-one. And now we can move on to two Lattafa fragrances that I received as well in this package. And they're both very, very new. So the first one is called Art of Arabia number 3, and this is Lattafa Pride collection. It looks like this. Honestly, I was a little bit hesitant towards this fragrance. I didn't know if I would like it. I didn't know if I would want it. But trust me, I want it now. Like, I'm not giving up on this. First of all, look at the presentation. Another fragrance that is perfect for a gift, right? And of course, the Dubai is very much Dubaiing on the packaging. So this fragrance, again, from Lattafa Pride, is a sweet amber tobacco fragrance. What it is, this is pretty much a dupe of Side Effect from Initio, mixed with Noir Extreme, which I love, from Tom Ford. This to me is like a cross between them two, with some additional sweetness and fruitiness. So listen to the notes. At the top we have olibanum, davana and bergamot. Then we've got dates, tobacco, sandalwood and tuberose. And in the very base we've got myrrh, vanilla, patchouli, tonka and labdanum. So if you compare to Noir Extreme, the notes are different. The only thing that is similar is of course the vanilla, the woody notes. some spiciness. And if we compare it to side effect, it gets a little bit more similar because we've got that tobacco, and we also have so much of that boozy sweetness that we also have here, and of course the sandalwood. So this one is truly one of a kind. I wouldn't say they're duping anything, to be very, very honest with you, because there are so many nuances that differentiate Arabia from the perfumes I mentioned, like Side Effect or Tom Ford Noir Extreme, that I don't think they're duping anything. It's their own beautiful creation. But if you do love Tom Ford Noir Extreme, and especially if you love Side Effect from Initio, then you have to try it. It's resinous. You definitely get some bergamot in the beginning, so it is slightly refreshing as you spray it. You get the dates, you get beautiful clean tobacco. You get beautiful sandalwood and a little bit of tuberose, which makes this fragrance feminine enough for girls to wear it. And you, of course, have tons of myrrh, vanilla, and tonka. Patchouli, there is some patchouli, but it's not too prominent. And again, I wouldn't really compare it to anything. I wouldn't say it's a clone for any fragrance that is already on the market. Many people also compare it to One Luminous Night from Dolce & Gabbana, which kind of makes sense because of the mixture of dates and incense and amber and sandalwood. But honestly, this is like one of a kind. This, to me, it's not a dupe of anything. Truly not a dupe of anything. But if you love Side Effect from Initio Parfum Privé, you need to get this. You absolutely have to have this. And of course, as with all Lattafa Pride fragrances, and truly with 99.9% of Lattafa fragrances, this is a powerhouse. So yeah, not for summer for sure. This is a sweet tobacco, resinous, deep, sweet scent. If you like that, then you will love it. So that's that. That's that. And the last one that actually I was the most hesitant about, to the point I was like, please don't send me this because I really don't like the bottle. Just don't send me this. Send me something else. But they were like, no, try it. I was like, okay, whatever. I'll try it. I hate the bottle. Straight away, I'm going to tell you, I really do not like the bottle of it. But the scent is truly exquisite. Truly exquisite. So this is also Lattafa, very new release. This is Antique Niche Emirati. Niche Emirati is the collection. Brand is Lattafa. The name is Antique. And if you like vintage things, you will probably love this. But I'm not one of those people. So you will understand me. Okay, so the box, exquisite as per usual. Oops. And there you have the scent. I truly, really do not like the bottle. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't like the bottle. Some people are absolutely enamored with this bottle. I'm not. I think my dad would like it. But not me. And that's why I was so uninterested, so meh about this fragrance, because when I see the bottle, I already know if I want or not want a scent. Even if it's the best scent ever, if I don't like the bottle, I'm very uninterested. And I must say, this kind of steers me wrong in life, because you know the saying, you should not judge the book by its cover. In this case, it's very accurate, because this is one of the best sophisticated coconut fragrances I've ever tried. Yeah, I said it. I said it, and I hate myself for being so like meh towards it, because the scent itself is stunning. Stunning. So in the fragrance, you've got cardamom, fig, coconut, pine, black tea. Then you have some iris, vetiver, and jasmine. And in the base, you've got amber, sandalwood, tonka, caramel, and musk. Does the nose structure remind you of something? I'll give you 2 seconds. No? Gris Charnel? A little bit, right? Figs, tea, cardamom, iris, sandalwood, of course. Very much similarities towards Gris Charnel. However, like, this is honestly so much better than Gris Charnel is. Like, they took this DNA, they got inspired by this DNA and done it to perfection, but like perfection. I have 2 clones or 3 clones of Gris Charnel, and I must say, like, this is the best thing I've tried within the genre. Like, this is incredible. You do get that slight similarity to Gris Charnel, but this has so much more iris, and it has a lot of coconut, and it's very creamy. So think of Gris Charnel, okay? Let's think of Gris Charnel. But amp up the iris to the max. Give it loads of creamy coconut. Not coconut water, no. Coconut. The pulp of the coconut. And then give it tonka bean and caramel to the dry down. And imagine how it then ends up. It ends up magnificent. Just magnificent. I do not know how I'm gonna, like, where I'm gonna put this bottle, because I still don't like it. But the smell, guys, the smell. Oh my goodness, this is so much better than Gris Charnel. Normal or extrait, doesn't matter. This is so much better than any clone I have. Because it's not one-to-one. It's not like cloning. It's expanding the DNA and making it gorgeous. Just gorgeous. If you are a fan of Gris Charnel, and if you want something that has an addition of more iris than Gris Charnel has, loads of coconut, and caramel in the dry down that gives you that gooey sweetness, you have to have it. You truly, truly just have to have it. But please, try it. Don't be as stupid as I was. It's amazing. It's 10 out of 10. It's 10 out of 10. if I were to recommend you the best version of Gris Charnel DNA, despite of my despise towards the bottle and how it looks, I will give you this. You need this. You need this. If you love the DNA, you have to have it. It's phenomenal, phenomenal. So this truly, even though the bottle is the worst, this is the best of this haul. The best fragrance of this haul. The best fragrance right after that, I would say, is this, because I just like the DNA so much. And I told you Eclaire is a little bit better because there's no alcohol to it. I mean, of course there's alcohol to it, but you just don't smell it from the get-go. But at the same time, as you can see, the bottle starts peeling. So now I kind of have to restate what I said, and I think that this is the better version because the bottle is not it. I love them both, but I think with this you will have less trouble and it's less expensive. Then, if you like Tom Ford fragrances, you have to have this. You have to have this. And of course, another but more refined, less fruity hibiscus mahajad, Le Prestige Royal from Khadlaj. It's pretty much like hibiscus mahajad, just tiny bit less fruity and more sweet. Not sweet, smooth. I meant smooth. Just as sweet as hibiscus mahajad, not as fruity, more smooth. Yeah. That's it for today, my darlings. I think we're done. Yeah. This Arabian number 3. If you like initial side effect, you need it for winter. And now I'm officially out. I guys, I love you. I do it all for you. And I see you in my next video. Hope to see you there. Bye.